July 19th, 2026, MetLife Stadium, New Jersey. 82,000 people on their feet, confetti loaded, cameras rolling, and one captain is about to lift the most iconic trophy in all of sport. But here's what nobody is talking about, and what I'm going to reveal at the very end of this video. Of the 5 teams with a real shot at winning this World Cup, one of them has never done it. Not once. Not in their entire football history. The question is 2026 finally their year? Or is it going to be another heartbreak? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly which team's dream is going to die. The 2026 FIFA World Cup is the biggest tournament the world has ever seen. 48 teams. That's 16 more than any World Cup in history. 104 games across 6 weeks. 3 host nations, the United States, Mexico, and Canada. This isn't just a tournament. This is a 6-week football festival across an entire continent. And out of those 48 teams, only a handful actually have a realistic shot at lifting that trophy. The rest are dreaming. Today, I'm counting down the top 5 favorites. The teams that bookmakers, prediction markets, and football insiders all believe can actually win this thing. We're going from number 5 to number 1. Let's get into it. At number 5, we have Portugal. And to talk about Portugal, we have to start with one man, Cristiano Ronaldo. At 41 years old, Ronaldo will be playing in his 6th, and almost certainly his final, World Cup. He is the all-time leading scorer in international football history. He has won every trophy there is to win, except one, the FIFA World Cup. That motivation alone makes Portugal dangerous. Portugal have arrived at this tournament as reigning UEFA Nations League champions. They beat Spain in the final back in June to claim it. They have serious momentum. They have a squad that is deep, talented, and battle-tested. And around Ronaldo, this is the deepest Portuguese generation ever assembled. Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, Rafael Leão, Vitinha, Pedro Neto, Diogo Jota. These are not passengers. These are stars. But Portugal sits at number 5, not 1. And there's a reason. We'll come back to that at the end. At number 4, we have Argentina, the defending champions. And to talk about Argentina, we have to talk about another man, Lionel Messi. At 38 years old, Messi is playing what is almost certainly his final World Cup. He already gave us the fairy tale in 2022, the storybook ending, the kiss on the trophy, cementing himself as the greatest of all time. So why are they only number 4? Because defending a World Cup is harder than winning one. Just ask France. France won the World Cup in 2018 in dominant fashion. 4 years later, as holders, they made it to the final anyway and lost. The pressure, the target on your back, the way every team in the tournament raises their game against you, it's brutal. But here's what makes Argentina different. They are not Messi carrying a team. They are a team carrying a fairy tale. Julian Alvarez scored 4 goals in 2022. Lautaro Martinez just had a record-breaking season at Inter Milan. Alexis McAllister and Enzo Fernandez control the middle of the park. Emiliano Martinez has won back-to-back Yashin trophies as the best goalkeeper on earth. And around all of that, they have a manager in Lionel Scaloni who has built a squad with an identity. They press, they control, they suffocate. Argentina is dangerous. Argentina is wounded. And wounded teams with Messi in them are terrifying. At number 3, we have France. And France has unfinished business. Kylian Mbappé, the man who scored a hat trick in the 2022 World Cup final and still lost. The man who has never won the Ballon d'Or, despite being arguably the most talented player of his generation. Right now, Mbappé sits at 18 World Cup goals. But that's not the real story. The real story is the redemption arc. Mbappé has been public about one thing. The 2022 final still hurts. He played the match of his life and still didn't lift the trophy. He promised himself he would get back, and France is built to help him do it. Randal Kolo Muani, Bradley Barcola, Michael Olise, the new wave of French attackers ready to play alongside Mbappé or carry the load when he needs rest. And defensively, France is still France. Dayot Upamecano, William Saliba, Theo Hernandez, Jules Koundé, one of the most talented defensive units in the tournament. France is fast. France is deep. France is angry. And angry France is the most dangerous France there is. Now, before we get to the top two, I need to ask you something real quick. If you've made it this far into the video, you are clearly someone who loves this sport. So hit that like button right now. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video like this. And turn on notifications, because the next one is going to be even bigger. And here's a question I want you to answer in the comments. Who has the stronger squad in 2026? France with Mbappé chasing his redemption arc? Or Argentina with Messi chasing his perfect ending? Drop your answer in the comments. The team with the most comments wins the debate. Okay, back to the countdown. At number 2, we have England. And to understand England, you have to understand the weight they are carrying. England hasn't won a World Cup since 1966. That's 60 years. 60 years of watching other countries lift the trophy. Years of its coming home chants that haven't quite come home yet. But something has changed. In World Cup qualifying, England put together 8 consecutive clean sheets. They didn't concede a single goal across 8 matches. That is not a typo. That is historic. And the talent is undeniable. Harry Kane, the all-time top scorer for both Tottenham and now Bayern Munich. Jude Bellingham, the reigning La Liga Player of the Year, fresh off a Champions League title with Real Madrid. Bukayo Saka, who terrorized the Premier League all season. Phil Foden, Cole Palmer, Declan Rice, Trent Alexander-Arnold. This is the deepest, most talented England squad of the modern era, possibly ever. And then there's the manager. Thomas Tuchel was hired with one specific mission: win the World Cup. Tuchel has won the Champions League. He's won league titles in multiple countries. He is one of the most tactically intelligent coaches on earth, and the FA hired him for one reason: this tournament. Tuchel doesn't do participation trophies. Tuchel doesn't do "we played well." Tuchel wins or he goes home. England is not hoping this time. England is hunting. And at number 1, the team that the entire football world is watching right now, we have Spain, reigning European champions, the most fluid, intelligent, and tactically disciplined international football on the planet. And the heart of this Spain team is something football has rarely seen: a 17-year-old winger. Yes, 17, who plays like he's been doing this for 20 years. Lamine Yamal, the boy who broke onto the scene at Euro 2024 and announced himself as the future of the sport. The boy who, by the time the 2026 World Cup kicks off, will be 18 and have a full additional season of elite football under his belt. And on the other wing, Nico Williams, the man who scored the winning goal in the Euro 2024 final against England. Together, Yamal and Williams form the most terrifying wide duo in international football. Behind them, Rodri, the 2024 Ballon d'Or winner, the metronome, the man who dictates the tempo of every game Spain plays. Rodri returning from injury is, arguably, the single biggest boost any team gets at this tournament. And then there's Pedri, Gavi, Dani Olmo, Fabian Ruiz. A midfield that doesn't just control games, it suffocates them. Spain is not a team you can press. Spain is not a team you can sit back against. Spain is a team that solves whatever you throw at them. Right now, Spain is the most backed team in prediction markets globally. When you watch them play, you understand exactly why. This is the team to beat. This is the team with the target on its back. And this is the team that, in my opinion, has the best chance of being world champions in 2026. Okay, we've gone through all 5. Portugal, Argentina, France, England, Spain. 5 teams with a real shot. Now, the question I promised to answer at the very beginning. Of these 5 teams, only one has never won a World Cup in their entire history. That's Portugal. They've never done it. Not in 1966 when they had Eusebio. Not in 2006 when they had a young Cristiano Ronaldo. Not in 2022 when they went to the quarterfinals. And here is the painful truth. Portugal's history is full of almost moments. 3rd place in 1966. Semifinals in 2006. Quarterfinals in 2022. They always get close. They always fall short. So the question was, is 2026 finally their year? My honest answer is no. And here's why. Ronaldo at 41 will be a storyline every game, every minute, every substitution. Even with Portugal's deepest ever squad, that weight pulls on the team in ways no manager can fully control. Tactically, Portugal isn't Spain. They don't have a system that survives losing one player. They're incredible individuals led by a good coach. In the knockout rounds, they often lean on a single moment of magic to escape. In 2026, against Spain, France, and Argentina, those moments get harder to find. Defenses tighter, goalkeepers bigger, margins smaller. Portugal will be dangerous. Fun to watch, but I don't think they would win it. The winner comes from this list: Spain, France, England, or Argentina. Any one of them. And that is what makes this the most exciting World Cup in football history. Before I go, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, you are a real one. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Drop a comment below. Who do you think wins the 2026 World Cup? Spain, France, England, Argentina? Or am I wrong about Portugal? And if you want a deep dive into any of these 5 teams, the tactics, the formation, the predicted starting 11, drop the team name in the comments, and I'll make it happen. I'll see you in the next one.